Hi guys, Herman Roos here for Boswa Survival. In this survival tips video, I'm going to teach you how to make a spoon like this from a piece of wood. It's called bushcraft, a primitive technology subject that allows you to use natural resources to create awesome tools. So I'm going to show you how to carve a spoon from a piece of wood. This is syringa, so we know that this is an invasive species wood. We want to try and get rid of it, so that's why we cut this rather than cutting indigenous wood. So we're going to take this piece of wood and I'm going to turn it into this, which is pretty much a nice usable spoon. Right guys, so what you want to do first is you actually want to split your wood. So you take your knife and you split your piece of wood right down the middle. That way you will have two halves. You can carve your spoon from one, and if you mess it up, you've got a spare. Right guys, so what we're going to do is we actually need to start carving our spoon now, and you'll see right in the middle of wood when you split it, sometimes there's a pith sitting right in the middle there. You actually want to cut that off. So you want to keep carving and cutting until you actually get rid of the pith. Now, take all the bark off your piece of wood. Because the bark will split off anyway as it dries, and now you've got a piece of wood to work with. So what you want is, you actually want to create this from that. So you'll notice that this has got a very specific shape, and now you have to start visualizing the shape to be able to get it from the piece of wood. So from the front you can see that we actually need a rounded bit at the front there. Quite easy. You take your knife and you round the front of your piece of wood. Right, so now we've got a front rounded bit. So now we need a bowl, actually on the front of the spoon going up at an angle. Very easy. We turn our wood and we cut a bowl. Right, so now it almost starts to look like a spoon. So you have to decide how big you want your bowl, and then you carve the sides of the handle. So all you do is start at one side, and very roughly you start to shape your spoon. I've just carved a little bit off the sides now, and it's already starting to resemble a spoon. So you continue until you have the width of your spoon handle, and then once we get to that stage, I'll show you guys how to put in the nice curves and get it nice and even. All right, cool. So you guys can start getting it up to this point if you want.
Ja. Onder die hele binnekant so.
Ja, jy moet daai pith wegkry dat hy mooi glad is soos daai, en dan begin jy hom voor rond maak, dan doen jy daai ronding en dan begin jy die handle insit. Right guys, so what we've done is we've actually carved the spoon now to actually resemble a spoon. So we've got a handle and we've got a spoon bowl. What we need to do now is we need to put some nice waves or some sort of patterns on it. But I'm going to put some really nice curves into the side of the spoon. I'm going to start right at the bowl, and I'm going to do my first curve just underneath the bowl. So you cut in relatively deep at an angle just from the one side. Turn the workpiece around, and then in a little bit of a curve sort of motion, you cut into the wood from the opposite side. This will create a little moon-shaped sort of wave now. Just a cut-out sort of piece. So what you want to do now is you want to actually repeat that at the top, just a little bit to the back. Then you want to create another one behind that and another one behind that. And then you've got that nice wavy pattern. So I'll carry on. You guys can just watch if you want. Otherwise I'll come round and show you where you sit.
Ek is net 'n klein lei.
Ja, miskien is ek ook maar.
So this is pretty much what you want. You want a spoon with a bowl. That's pretty much something that looks like a spoon. The only thing that's still left to do is to actually create the bowl. Now remember, a spoon doesn't have a very heavy and deep bowl. So my students always carve the bowls too deep. And it's very difficult to eat with a spoon where you actually have to stick your tongue in there all the time to get to the food. So don't worry about getting that bowl in very, very deep. You always think that you have to get it deeper than you need. So you can either do this with your knife. I'm going to start carving this with my knife now. But normally what we do is next to the campfire, we take a ember and we put the ember inside the spoon and then we burn that bowl in there. You've got a lot of control over the burning, and then you just scrape out the black ash and you've got a very good spoon. So what we've got is we've actually got the spoon that we've carved already. Now we just need to deepen that bowl a little bit. I've carved as deep as I could, which is nice and comfortable with the tip of your knife. But now I need to just smooth it out and get a nice burnt sort of round bowl in there. So we take a coal from the fire, put it inside the hole, just hold it with your blade or with another piece of stick and just blow on it so that it actually starts to burn in the hole. I'll show you guys how to do that and then you can carry on with yours. Right, so you just scoop up a coal, then you hold the coal in place with your blade or with a stick and you blow on it. It takes a little while for it to start burning, but once it's hot enough and it burns, it goes really quickly. Right guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. And now you can create an awesome spoon like this completely on your own. If you've enjoyed this video, please go to our YouTube channel, click on like and subscribe to our channel so that we can give you more awesome videos like this. Remember to share this with all your friends so they too can learn these amazing skills.